Hey, what's going on, guys? Archangel 7 Genesis Gaming, and today I will be unboxing the Final Fantasy trading card game starter set. So I'm pretty excited. It's a new card game, fairly new card game, and it's actually picking up momentum in my area. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting into it. So without further ado, I will open the contents of this box. So I paid a little more than what this would typically cost, just because one card shop that I don't particularly go to a lot costs more than the card shop that I actually go to. But the card shop I actually go to doesn't have any more of the starter sets, so I had to unfortunately go to the other one and pick this up for $20. But so let's see here. It comes with a game mat. Let me see here if I can zoom out a bit. So this is the game mat. I think it'd be nice to have just so you kind of know the zones. It also tells you the different phases. So active, draw phase, main phase, attack phase, main phase 2, end phase, opponent's turn. So this would be nice to have just for to be able to kind of know where everything goes. Then this looks like the starter's guide. So comes with the starter guide, the mat. Yeah, this has everything on it. And then the best part of it is the deck, obviously. So the one I got is it doesn't have a name. It is just trading card game, but I do know this is the Wind and Water deck. So let's see here. Okay. So a little tab on the side opens it. Alright. So first card you get is a Titus, or Titus, however you like pronouncing it. I like pronouncing it Titus because Titus sounds weird. So Titus is a forward, meaning he's a attacker. He can deal damage to your opponent. Let's see. I'm not gonna go over their skills right now. I'll be making some separate videos, some how to play videos with this. But it looks like I get three Tituses. So in the Final Fantasy trading card game, you can only have 3 copies of one card. So I maxed out copies on this. That's pretty cool. Move that out the way. So 3 of him. Shuyin. Looks like I get 3 copies of him. Let's see here. Trying to get it to focus. He's a backup. So you use backups. They can be used to generate crystal points and pay for the cost of your cards. So 3 Shuyans. Looks like maybe everything's just maxed out as far as the cards. So this is Yuna. She is a forward, so she will be dealing damage to the opponent. So 3 of her. 3 Linne. Another backup, help us pay for the cost of cards. And it looks like this whole deck is Final Fantasy 10 based. So all the cards, nope. Actually, I see a card that's not. But these first couple cards are Final Fantasy 10 based. So now Huaka, another forward, and it looks like he has a special skill there. Two evokers. So this evoker is just a basic backup. It doesn't have any skills like some of the other ones, and it's from Final Fantasy 3. You can tell which Final Fantasy game it comes from by this symbol here. So this one's from 3. Two knights. So this is a forward. Don't have a lot of power, looks like, but maybe that's the norm. I'm not too sure, honestly. So two knights, two Vikings. Oh, this guy's really weak. 1,000. Yeah. All right. Let's see. There are two Geomancers. So this comes out of Final Fantasy Tactics. These other three, the Evoker, Knight, and Viking, are from Final Fantasy 3. This is from Tactics. I have two Leviathans from Final Fantasy Tactics as well. This is a summon. So summons tend to have, these pretty nice, powerful skills. I'll read his. His is choose one forward, return it to its owner's hand. So just kind of some control manipulation here. Being blue, kind of behaves a little bit like magic. So he can bounce a forward to hand, which is sweet. So these are all the blue cards of the deck, it seems like, and now I'm on to the green. So now I have a card called Brother, and he is a backup. This is from Final Fantasy X. Then Veilfor summon. So this is another summon. I'll actually read the summon skill because it looks pretty cool. So Veilfor skill is deal 3,000 damage to all the forwards opponent's controls. If you control a card named Yuna, activate all the backups you control. So that's really good. So I guess from what it sounds like, it's like you can basically burn out a bunch of forwards that your opponent controls, and then you can basically activate the skills of all your backups without paying their cost. Maybe. I'll have to kind of look at the ruling on that a bit more. But next is Pain, who is a forward. Now she's from 10-2, but it doesn't say 10-2 on here. It just says 10, so I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe I don't think she was in just a normal 10, but 10-2, whatever. Pain. Baralai. He is a backup from Final Fantasy X. So 3 of him. Two Rikus. Alright, she's a forward. Final Fantasy X. Two more Evokers. These are the same as the other two, except for it's for wind element. So the wind element backup, so I can use this to pay for costs. Use it to get crystal points. I have the Sylph Summon. So this is Final Fantasy Tactics. Choose one forward. Activate it. Oh, okay, activate. Okay. Activate is going basically from a rested, tapped state to standing. So this is active. This is called dull. So when it says choose one forward, activate it, and then all the forwards you control gain 1,000 power until the end of turn. Okay, so that would mean this one, if you have a card named Yuna, activate all the backups. So basically this is going to untap your mana sources. Backups, like I said, can be used for mana, crystal points in this case. So if you use them to cast whatever, and you play this, you can activate all your all the backups you control. So they'll basically untap, and you can use it to pay for more stuff. That's pretty sweet. I like that. All right, Devout. This is a backup from Final Fantasy 3. So two of that, and 2 Ninja. That's from Final Fantasy 3 as well. And then 2 Archers from Final Fantasy Tactics. So that is the deck from the Final Fantasy trading card game. I'm going to be learning a bit more about the game and kind of show you how to be able to update the decks. I know I did get a couple of packs that I did just a pack opening on. You can check that out. It's just about 6 packs, but one of the things I did see in here is they have different art. So this is a ninja forward, and they also have this ninja forward. So the 2 different ninjas do different things, so that's pretty cool. I have the different arts on there. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and going over the cards, and hopefully you're able to pick up the Final Fantasy trading card game and get things going in your area and have fun with it. So as usual, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.